We're going to camp right now. We're going down to Spartanburg, South Carolina, check on the Panthers camp with the one and only Vasti. What's going on, Vasti?
Good
Good
morning.
Good
morning.
morning. How we doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I heard y'all's question about rookie
Yep.
hazing, and I have not seen anybody carrying pads. I think that did happen a few years ago, but they do make the rookies sing. I think. I
Okay.
think
Oh,
I
okay.
All right.
Okay.
so.
What happened to
do
the
that.
good
I
old
think
days, man? Tying them up on the goalpost.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Dumping powder
these
on them.
these listen. When you making more money than the person tying you up,
It's like, try
okay.
it.
That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. You better go tie somebody else
You
up.
try tying Icky up. Have y'all seen him?
I know. It's a big
Unit,
dude.
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
so,
point.
So nah. I think these days those guys are like, nah, bro, we're not doing this. Check that bank account, and then you tell me who tying you up.
Hey, look, that's the biggest hazard in the world.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
let us take you to Ruth Chris, sir. Like, okay, we got you now.
Oh, they do. They do have to like bring snacks and stuff. I think Matt Corral told us yesterday that he had to bring snacks to the quarterback room. I think after the 53 is selected, then they do like you might have to take your position group out, and the bill might be like $30,000, something crazy
Great.
like that.
Yeah.
But like that's their type of hazing. Oh, we're gonna go to a good dinner at Del Frisco. Like that's okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Vasta, we don't know about that.
He lying.
Yeah, I was left out of that kind of hazing.
Because somebody brought me a $30,000 bill. Somebody meant to die that day. I'm just saying.
I will show you how fast receivers really are.
Exactly. Think I can run a 4.2. Okay.
It's all good. All right, so Vashti, there's a lot of talk going on. The quarterbacks were neck and neck. All of a sudden, they say yesterday one started to separate themselves. Are you seeing any of this?
Yeah, I mean, for as much as we can see in 5 practices, Baker Mayfield did look. I would say they were neck and neck up until no. Okay, I would say they were about neck and neck. They would probably alternate good days, but yesterday Baker Mayfield looked. I wouldn't say leaps and bounds better than Sam Darnold, but he was way more efficient in the red zone. I think he had 3 passing touchdowns in the red zone. Sam Darnold had a couple of fumbles, one drop, one was a fumble, and one was considered an incomplete pass because there was miscommunication on the shuffle. And then he ran it in for a touchdown. So in the red zone specifically, Baker Mayfield has been more efficient, which is something that the Carolina Panthers need. And so, yeah, I mean, right now, Baker Mayfield is a little bit ahead of Sam Darnold.
We're talking to Vest. I heard we rock with her on Tuesday. Game on, game over. Vest, but you can tell just how the players respond to certain guys, because in terms of determining who has the lead there. Because a lot of times the players kind of rally behind certain guys, or like Baker can throw a simple pass that everybody thinks is the greatest thing in the world, or Sam Darnold can do something spectacular, and people are like, oh, that's okay. So what's been the attitude just from the visual attitude from your perspective, how people responded to both of the quarterbacks?
They've been really. You can't really tell a difference.
Okay.
There's not. And I think that they're being conscious of it on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Until they name a starter, everybody is real PC about it. It's more defense versus offense than Sam Darnold versus Baker Mayfield.
Gotcha.
So they have been, there's going to be equal cheering on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like, Baker Mayfield, despite his limited, knowledge of the playbook right now, he takes more command while on the field. And I think that is more of and I think we talked about this before. I think that's more related to his confidence level. He is completely, he has, everybody doesn't have swag, and Sam Darnold certainly does not have swag. But Baker said something yesterday that gave me like, okay, he might have a little bit of something. a question was asked to him because, Shaq Thompson said how Baker Mayfield called him up before training camp even started and was talking trash to him and Dante Jackson. Those are two captains, two leaders on the defense. And yesterday, a question was asked of Baker Mayfield, why did you call Shaq and Dante before practice even started to talk trash? And with a straight face, I'm gonna post this as soon as we get off. With a straight face, Baker said, "You don't go for the weak links, you go for the head." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Well,
I like that. That is like, and then he was dead serious, and I'm like, bruh, okay, he might have something here. So that was my first. Like, how you sit back and you look and you reevaluate some things.
Yeah.
So that was my first aha moment about Baker, just from his whole mentality. And I think that the Panthers and the offense specifically needs that type of grit that they aren't getting from Darnold.
Wow, that's a great segue to the question I was going to ask. I was reading about his what they call mess talk. We're talking to Vasti, who's right on site at the Panthers training camp. So it sounds like you've seen that mess talk that he's doing, but some people are comparing that to kind of how Cam Newton, the atmosphere that he used to bring with the mess talk. Or trash
Shaq
talk,
Thompson,
but mess talk.
Yeah, what is mess talk? I don't know who said mess talk. It's trash talk.
Yeah,
But,
that's the new thing. They're calling
right.
what Bakerfield mess talk.
Oh,
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Shaq Thompson compared that dynamic to a Cam and Thomas Davis dynamic where there was always jabbing going on. And I've seen trash talk. I've seen Dante talk trash. I watched the quarterbacks. I haven't necessarily seen Baker's trash talk. I think maybe it's more so maybe in meetings and when they're in social settings as a team unit. I haven't seen it on the field or during practice as much. But apparently, he's good at it. And,
right.
I'm pretty good at it too. So when I see it, if he is legit, I'm gonna definitely post about like, okay, Baker is a legit trash talker because my standards are pretty high. I'm from Orangeburg. My family's from Orangeburg, South Carolina, so I know trash talk. So we'll see.
I'm a trash talker.
Said,
that's what she's saying.
I'm the family member when you come and you bring somebody to visit your family. I'm the family member you got to warn them about. So yeah, I know a little bit. So we'll see.
She's gonna say whatever she's thinking.
I thoroughly believe everything you just said.
Yes.
That has been proven time and
Trust
time
me,
again.
I know.
When we get to the family reunion, I got this cousin. I don't want you to be offended.
But
she gonna tell you exactly what she thinks.
Like, what's her name again? It's Vasti. Listen to me. It's Vasti. Don't screw this up.
Right.
That's exactly right.
Look, so last question for me, Vasti. So they say Sam Darnold has the tools. They say Sam Darnold is equipped with the tools to be successful. It's just when he gets in the game or he gets into these situations, it's the pressure that seems to be derailing him every time. Do you see any of that, like in person? Do you see that being his issue?
Yeah, to some extent.
Wow.
I've said, and this is what I've said.
Ain't got no shot.
Sam, it's the mental for him. His mentals are all messed up. Like,
Man.
you come into the league as the number 3 pick, and you've had no success. And that's to me the difference between Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield. At least Baker Mayfield saw some success. Sam Darnold saw no success. He's been heavily criticized. He may have the tools, but he doesn't have the confidence that he would need on the field in order to showcase them in the manner that you would need to at the level of NFL starting quarterback. So I just think, his mentals are messed up. And that's something that at this point in his career, I don't think that he'll get over. And that's not a knock on him. It's just been a rough road for him. And I'm sure it's been very stressful. And of course he has to put on a whole I'm confident face for us, for the media, and for fans. But I know a front when I see one, and I know confidence when I see it.
So he had the front. He had the front.
And
He's
I
like,
know
he trying to fake it till he makes
Oh
it.
my God.
That's how you wrong.
I know
Pastor,
confidence
Pastor,
when
you
I
throwing
see it.
shade. In that response, talking about.
I know a front when I
That's
see
a
it.
front.
when I
Listen,
see
No,
it.
listen,
it's not really his fault.
listen. It's not. But that's what I'm saying. He's been in really messed
Oh
up
my God.
situations.
Oh my
He's had like a new coach almost every year, a new
That's true.
offensive
That's true.
coordinator.
That's
So
true.
when we ask him
That's
about
true.
his confidence,
That's true.
and he tells us, "Oh, I know I can be great in this league." No, you don't. We know you don't.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that's to me, that is the major difference between Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield, and that is a big difference. Believing you can win, and is a big difference in
Okay.
like saying
Right.
you can win.
Hey,